Oh, hello there, YouTube. We're going to do a little fly tying video here. First off, we got our hook already in the vise and everything. We're going to do a little bit of fishing line. This is actually going to be for a trailer hook. First off, we need to get some line on here, though, to kind of get it put together. I'm using some red thread. I guess I should set this down before I accidentally tie it on there. Just kind of get a little bit of line on the hook, just kind of as a base, or some thread on the hook, I guess, just to help things get held together. Trim off the tag in there, just like that. And then let's go put this extra line. This is going to be kind of a trolling fly, kind of a, what do they call it, like a bucktail fly, I would say. Put this line, and this will be, once again, for a trailer hook. You just kind of wrap it along the body there. And then what I like to do to make sure it's really secure is that you take the line and then you kind of double back and wrap it again to really make sure it's secure, because I don't know how many times we hook the fish on the back hook and not on the front hook. It's just such a common thing. And just kind of trim that off. Now, a lot of times you do tails for your flies, but I'm not going to do it. I don't like doing the tails when I have the trailer hook, because I feel like it just gets caught in the hook too much. So we're just going to start right in on the body. I had some gold body is what I'm going to go with here. Trout really like gold. They like gold. Kind of just tie in a little chunk of that. Here at the back of the fly. Make sure it's wrapped on there nice and tight. And kind of work my way back to the head of the fly. And then we're going to start wrapping that on. Hopefully, I mean, if you didn't cut a big enough chunk, you can always come back and tie in another piece. It's not that big of a deal. You see, this is kind of a spiky one, which is fine. Just more things to flow in the water column. More action you could do. Take it like that. And I got my big ass fingers in the way, but that's what you got to do to kind of tie these off correctly. Is you kind of have to hold everything else back. And then we're going to trim off the excess. That looks good. We're going to work on the head of the fly just a little bit. Trying not to overcrowd the head quite yet. That's always the hardest part of the fly, is the head of the fly. All right, we're going to get some more sparkle in it. I'm going to use a little bit of red. And just kind of, it's just going to have like a line of it in there. And you could always do extra and then trim to size, is usually what I do. Tie that on there. And then you kind of look at it, because the hook is going to be somewhere around here. So we'll just go a little bit longer than that. We can always come back and trim that more if need be. All right. So now we're going to go to the bucktail. This is the bucktail right here. And we're going to take a chunk of this green piece. And once again, I'm going to cut it as long as I can, and then I will trim the size. Usually you use a hair stacker right here, but I couldn't find my hair stacker. So, something like that. So I need to trim it just a little bit. I got a garbage can right below me. Let's tie this bad boy on there. All right. Then we're just gonna trim up the head a little bit of the fly. Mainly just trying to keep the material out of the eye of the hook so it's easy to tie on your line. It's kind of really the only goal there. And then we're just going to kind of finish up the head. We're kind of basically done here for the most part. We just got to get the head looking good of the fly. I use this nice red thread. Just keep on wrapping it up nice and tight. This will also keep the fly together. All right, we're looking good there. All right, now we just need to tie some knots on it and call it a day. I just do little hand knots. And that first knot, I freaking caught a piece of thread. Son of a gun. Not too excited about that. I'm trying to cut that out right now. Oh, there's that freaking bug came back to bother me. Just what I was worried about. All right, we're not gonna cut that out. We're just gonna rewrap it. We're just gonna wrap that into it. The head of the fly is always the most nerve-wracking and trying to get it right. We're gonna go with some more knots here again. Tie as many as you want. I usually like to tie quite a few just to make sure she holds. Boo-boo. That should be good enough. We'll trim that off. And then to seal up your finished product, we're just take a little bit of clear nail polish and put it on there, just like that. Just to kind of finish her up. And there you guys have it. Just gotta let that seal up. Little river bucktail, guys. Thanks for everybody who watched the full video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and tell me if you guys like more fly tying videos. Love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much. Peace.